The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29. And a gain of 4
on the carry. The tackle by Kenny Vaccaro. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mayfield looks to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Hurry!
3rd and long for Mayfield. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 37-yard line.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They run with Breida. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield.
Reception here by Ruggs. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Now Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. On the screen, this is Eckler. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, Burrow. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Complete.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard on the play. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6.
And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown,
Joe Burrow with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
makes the score Cardinals 7, Bears nothing. John Brown set to kick off.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Breida. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Breida on the carry.
Good strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Flushed out right. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
And that is going to be incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Brandon, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
He's checking.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. That catch good for only a couple.
At the Cardinals' 39-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He'll let this go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. This is Breida. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complimentary football?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. Throw left side complete. It's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
A second down throw for Mayfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Henry Ruggs, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Open man is Trey Burton. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. First and 10, Joe Burrow. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 18 yards on that one. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here's 2nd and 10. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. This will make it into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. On second down, here's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
On first down, here's Breida. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Play fake. Mayfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
A 48-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's a completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
Now Burrow on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey Burton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Bears 17, Cardinals 14.
Still just... They're going to go onside kick here anyway. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football from triple option, you've actually called that play.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he'll get 3 up to midfield.
Number 30.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
And that is incomplete.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Open man, Lamb. It's complete.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. 2nd and 7. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Partner, remember back in the first half when you talked about them passing up on the 3 when they went for it on 4th down?
That changes your options, doesn't it? Because if they took the 3 there, we've got a tie ball game on our hands, and maybe they're thinking on this drive absolutely changes.
Yeah, you talked about filing that play away for later. Now we resurface it. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
1st down, Cardinals.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On 2nd down, Burrow on the screen. This is Eckler. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 3rd down, Burrow escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
John Brown on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
On the pickup, brings up
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Alert, 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 alert. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Bears on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Mayfield now from the 50. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now it's Breida. Fighting through it. He's got space. 20. Touchdown, Chicago! Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Bears will add on to their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bears' 28-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Here we go with Burrow. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
Brown set to kick off.
And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Chicago, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Detroit on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.